धन्यवाद शिवाजी. This is a wonderful evening to meet all of you, at least online. I hope and trust that very soon we will meet physically also. Thank you for your kind words and the invitation. आपने बुलाया, मुझे अच्छा लगा. ये मेरा सौभाग्य है कि आपके साथ मिलके मैं कुछ मुझे जो कानून की बातें जो याद है, पता है, इसके बारे में बात कर सकूं. I, being an advocate by profession, I maintain that I am not a medical student. I am not a social worker. I am not a person representing any NGO, but I can say that I am a student of law only. और इसकी वजह से जो कानून में दिखता है, कानून को जो अपेक्षित है, कानून में क्या कहते हैं, क्या नहीं है, यही सिर्फ आपके सामने रखूंगा. So therefore, an attempt will be to just point out and invite attention of all my friends on that side to the legal position, and I will leave certain issues to your own wisdom. कई सारी बातें आपके सामने रखने के बाद मैं कुछ सवाल खड़े करने का प्रयास करूंगा और इनके जवाब आपको ढूंढने के लिए ये सेशन मैं खत्म करके आप उस सवालों के जवाब ढूंढिए, ऐसा मैं आपको अपील करूंगा. मुझे लगभग और आधा घंटा कम से कम लगने वाला है. और जो भी हमारे जो आज के पार्टिसिपेंट्स है, हो सके तो आप नोटबुक निकाल के रखिए, क्योंकि कई सारी बातें आपको लिखना शायद पड़ेगा. It's an appeal to all young friends who are on that side that if you find it suitable, that there is something which is required to be noted down, then please be ready. I must tell you, I stay in Mumbai, and out of several colonies for leprosy cured persons, large number of colonies are situated in the state of Maharashtra, where I am situated. And there was an occasion to interact with some of those inmates of those colonies before introduction of the RPWD Act. We are aware that our constitution came in the year 1950. हमें पता है कि राज्य घटना में जो हमें दिया गया है वो सब वादा, उसमें आर्टिकल अनुच्छेद 14 है, अनुच्छेद 19 है और 21 भी है. These are the three things which are the things which can't be ignored by anybody in any of the speech or even the lectures or even a keynote address, namely the principle of equality which is there under Article 14. Along with that, there is a non-discrimination which is assured in our constitution. Along with that, Article 19, which we are aware about the fundamental freedoms. और उसके साथ अनुच्छेद 21 आ गया जो कहता है कि जीवन जीने का अधिकार. ये सब होने के बावजूद सवाल ऐसा होता है कि ये अलग सा सेशन क्यों रखना. At the outset, I must congratulate the organizers for this awareness and knowledge campaign and extending an invitation to myself to become a fourth speaker in this row. And I'm very proud to share with you that I'm feeling that I am doing something good on this account, because to be very frank about this leprosy cured disabled person, I was never called upon to speak, because this particular group is comparatively a very a rather minuscule group. They are unorganized, and therefore perhaps there was no occasion. कुष्ठ रोग से मुक्त हुए हुए जो भी हमारे भाई और बहन है, इनके लिए काम करने वाली कई संगठनाएं हैं. There are so many NGOs which are there in the field. But despite that, I feel that they are unorganized. And therefore, to begin with, I must say that it's a wonderful occasion and an opportunity for me to refresh my memories and rather to sharpen my skills about the LCDP persons. Having said about this, let us go back to the 1995. 1995 Act came because of the 1992 United Nations Convention of Asia Pacific region. ये होने के बावजूद 1995 में कानून बनने के बावजूद लेप्रेसी क्योर्ड पर्सन्स लोगों के लिए देयर वाज नो सच a special treatment or even a special provision under the 1995 Act. During the course of the implementation of the Persons with Disability Act 1995, we all realize that there are several such categories which are required to be brought under the purview of this act. पुराने कानून में 7 अलग-अलग टाइप्स ऑफ डिसेबिलिटीज थे जो सम्मिलित थे, मगर बाद में आहिस्ता आहिस्ता पता चलने लगा कि देर आर अदर types of the disabilities which are also required to be considered and they should be brought within the purview of the legislation. And in the meantime, the UNCRPD came, which was in the year 2006, and 2007 the facts and figures and the resolutions came. That is United Nations Convention on Rights of Persons with Disabilities. इसमें क्या कहा गया था? There was assurance and the principles were laid down. Those principles were respect for inherent dignity. तो सवाल ऐसा होता है कि जो हमारे जो LCDP भाई और बहन है, इनके सेल्फ डिग्निटी के बारे में कुछ प्रावधान था या नहीं था, ये हमें सोचना है. उसके साथ कहता है रिस्पेक्ट फॉर इंडिविजुअल ऑटोनॉमी इंक्लूडिंग द फ्रीडम टू मेक one's own choice and independence of a person. तो सवाल ऐसा होता है कि भारत की अगर पूरी भारत की अगर हम बात करेंगे तो हमारे LCDP भाई और बहन है, इनको ऐसा स्वतंत्र एक चुनाव करने का अधिकार है या नहीं है. इसके साथ नॉन डिस्क्रिमिनेशन इज इंक्लूडेड इन द UNCRPD. Despite inclusion of this principle in the UNCRPD, to be very frank about the non-discrimination, there was no specific provision nor attempts were made in past to enforce those principles. Apart from that, full and effective participation and inclusion in the society was treated as one of the principles. हमें पता है कि आज भी कई सारी ये जो कॉलोनीज जो बनी चुकी है, ये सभी कॉलोनीज आज भी गांव के बाहर और कई सारे कंपाउंड के अंदर बसी हुई है, जहां पर इंक्लूजन के बारे में अगर हम बात करेंगे तो पूरी सोसाइटी ये सब भाई और बहनों को इंक्लूड करने के लिए तैयार नहीं है. It's an unfortunate situation that which we are required to notice that those colonies which are created for last several years, those are the barriers so far as the inclusion in the society is concerned. To be very frank, in last 20 years, no more colonies have been established. But there are more than 865 colonies which are established in the entire country. And this is the statistics which you will get on the website of the Leprosy Mission as well as the Law Commission report also that will be giving the same figure. Having said about this, now the question comes that what is that particular thing which is to be discussed? क्योंकि मुझे बताया गया है कि कई सारे एनजीओ के प्रतिनिधि यहाँ पर सम्मिलित है, वो यहाँ पर लॉग इन कर चुके हैं. I've been informed that so many leprologists are the persons throughout the India who are eagerly waiting for discussion about the legal topic. I must tell you, I am not a student of medicine, I am not a student of science, but I am a student of law, and therefore my this session will be restricted to the legal aspects only, and therefore let me immediately go back to the several such developments which are taking place in the field of LCDP. आपको शायद याद होगा 2008 साल और जिस वक्त उड़ीसा से एक जजमेंट, एक मैटर आया था माननीय सर्वोच्च न्यायालय के साथ, दोज हु आर इंटरेस्टेड दे मे नोट डाउन, धीरेन्द्र पोंडुआ, धीरेन्द्र पंडुआ, PANDUA, इस नाम की व्यक्ति थी, धीरेन्द्र पंडुआ वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ उड़ीसा, इस नाम का जजमेंट था जो 2008 में रिपोर्ट किया गया था माननीय सर्वोच्च न्यायालय के द्वारा। I will read two paragraphs which are there in that judgment, which are paragraph number 29 and 30. Those who are interested, they may note down those paragraphs, and our Google software engines, those are immediately providing this judgment. And it says that leprosy cured persons, जो भी लोग हैं, इनके बारे में there is a need for a better legislation. And apart from that, आर्टिकल 16 और 17 जो है, इनके बारे में भी जिक्र किया गया था जजमेंट में, और माननीय सर्वोच्च न्यायालय ने कहा था कि द स्टैट्यूट्स व्हिच आर रिक्वायर्ड टू बी मेड शुड नॉट बी वायलेटिव ऑफ आर्टिकल 14 of Constitution of India 1950. The Supreme Court in that paragraph number 30 also made a reference about the working group on eradication of leprosy appointed by the government of India, as well as the many states who took the initiatives, that was also mentioned and acknowledged, and several other observations made. Having said about this, I must tell you that was one of the starting point with reference to the legal battle. जो कानून के साथ जो बदलाव की जो लड़ाई होती है, वो कई साल चलती है। मुझे पता है कि जो कानून बनाया गया था हमारे पूरे देश में, वो अंग्रेजों ने बनाया गया था। अंग्रेजों के द्वारा जो बनाया गया कानून था, उसमें कई सारे प्रावधान थे जिसके बारे में वापस विचार करना अनिवार्य था। Despite that, there were several such enactments which were continued, and those were based on the enactments which were made in the British regime. We as a student of law, we can categorize the laws which were made prior to the independence and after independence. Of course, after getting an independence, though we enacted our several legislations, unfortunately, the same principles were continued in several legislations. और जिसका जिक्र थोड़ी देर पहले किया गया था, उन्होंने भी इंट्रोडक्शन करते वक्त बताया था कि ऐसे भारत में कई सारे कानून है, लगभग 114 कानून है जिसमें लेप्रेसी क्योर्ड पर्सन्स लोगों के बारे में डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है। The person who gave an introductory remark and who is a scientist, senior scientist in the King Institute, he rightly said that there are several such legislations which are dealing with such kind of a discriminatory treatment or a stigma about the leprosy cured person. In this background, let me take all of you to the Law Commission of India report which was submitted. And that Law Commission of India report, there are two stages. One is the Law Commission of India report number 256, which was submitted in the month of April 2015. और हमारे सभी जो पार्टिसिपेंट्स है, वो आपके अपने अपने गूगल मौसी को पूछिए, यू विल फाइंड वो गूगल मौसी आपको झट से लॉ कमीशन का 256 रिपोर्ट भी आपके सामने हाजिर करेगी। That was a report which was submitted by the then chairman, Justice AP Shah, who hails from the Bombay cadre of the judges, and I'm very proud that I have worked in front of Justice AP Shah when he was at Mumbai. Apart from that, there is a 249th Law Commission of India report, which is also available, and there is an interim report number 2, which was submitted. Those who are interested to get more and more knowledge about this, they may note down this. और ये आपको गूगल के द्वारा आज भी मिल सकता है। ये ढूंढिए, सोचिए, इसके बारे में आप खुद अपने अपने जो भी सर्कल से वहां पर चर्चा करना शुरू कीजिए। ये साथ में चल रहा था, और उसके साथ में और एक बात बन गई जो आ गया 2018 साल में। माननीय जो पार्लियामेंट अपनी है, उसमें एक नया कानून रखा गया था, which was known as a personal law amendment bill। 2018 का जो प्रस्ताव था, जो बिल था, that came to be passed by the Lok Sabha on 7th of January 19 and by the Rajya Sabha on 13th of February 19. Those who wish to have a discussion about this, that discussion is
Dr.
also available.
Udayji, Dr. Udayji, extremely sorry for intervention. No sound. Please, audio some problem.
1 minute. Whether now I am audible? Whether now I am audible? Whether now I am audible? Okay, very good. Sure. Some kind of devices may create confusion. All right. I was making a reference to that 2018 bill, which came to be passed in the year 2019, which is known as Personal Laws Amendment Bill.
Dr. Ji,
which
Dr.
was
Udayji, no sound, audio problem still.
Sorry. Whether now okay? Whether sound is okay now? Okay, good. Thank you, Dr. Binaya. Now, that is an enactment by virtue of which you will find that certain legislations which were there came to be repealed. To be very specific, we are aware about the Indian Divorce Act, which is meant for the Christian religion people. There was a provision which was under section 10(1)(4) of the Indian Divorce Act, and that has created a ground for divorce if the person is suffering from the leprosy. Similarly, you will find under the Hindu Marriage Act, section 13(1)(4), there was a ground, namely a leprosy. If the person is suffering from that, then that was treated as a ground for getting a divorce. आपको याद होगा कि स्पेशल मैरिज एक्ट में सेक्शन 27G भी है, जिसमें भी ऐसा ही प्रावधान है, और जिसके वजह से अगर लेप्रेसी वाला आदमी है तो उनको उनके उसी ग्राउंड पर डाइवोर्स उसका स्पाउस मांग सकती है. You will find section 6 of the dissolution of Muslim Marriage Act 1939. Similar provision was there. All these 4 enactments came to be repealed in the year 2019. Apart from that, there was section 18(1)(c) of Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act. And there was a very stigmatic and drastic provision which was saying that the wife will be entitled to live separately from her husband without forfeiting her claim of maintenance if he is suffering from the leprosy. तो ये था प्रावधान जिसकी वजह से ये भी कानून रिपील करना पड़ा. तो ये हो गया सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग जो आ गई 21 फरवरी 2019 से ये बात हो गई. तो 5 कानून कम हो गए. एक 2017 की बात कर सकता हूं मैं, जब 2017 में माननीय सर्वोच्च न्यायालय के सामने और एक याचिका दायर हो गई थी, जिसका रिट पिटीशन नंबर है सिविल साइड का 1152 of 2017. Those persons who wish to have more and more information about this, they may note down. This is that by Vidhi Foundation, and they said that give us a declaration that several legislations are unconstitutional as they are hit by Article 14, 19 and 21 of Constitution of India 1950. In 2017, more particularly in the month of December 17, notices have been issued and the matter is pending. Apart from that, there is one more success story which is with reference to the another judgment filed by one Mr. Pankaj Sinha. ये जो पंकज सिन्हा नाम के जो याचिका करता थे, 2014 में उन्होंने माननीय सर्वोच्च न्यायालय के सामने याचिका दर्ज की गई थी, जिसका रिट पिटीशन नंबर था सिविल साइड का 767/2014. जस्टिस दीपक मिश्रा, द देन चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया, साथ में जस्टिस खानविलकर और जस्टिस चंद्रचूड़, इन तीनों ने इस पर एक जजमेंट प्रोनाउंस किया. जो जजमेंट आ गया 14th of September 2018, and those who want to get a copy, 2018 SCC online, Supreme Court 1502 is the citation with reference to that. कई सारे directions इसमें दिए गए थे. Several directions were issued which are mentioned in paragraph number 18 of that judgment, and one of that is with reference to the important issue which we are discussing today. That says that there is a discrimination even in the medical treatment, and therefore with reference to that medical treatment, the discrimination is required to be removed. That kind of important aspect was there in that direction. There were as many as 15 directions were issued by the Honorable Supreme Court of India, and with reference to that, to be very frank, large number of our NGO activists are also not aware with reference to those things. So therefore, as a student of law, I can make an appeal that now you will have to read that judgment and start taking steps to implement that in your respective region. We are aware that there are several issues which are with reference to the discrimination. Now that 2008 judgment from Orissa, or even this Pankaj Sinha judgment 2018 are there in the field, but to be very frank, they have not touched the new area about the RPWD Act. ये नया कानून 2016 में आने के बावजूद कई सारे कानूनी पहलू है कि जिसके बारे में अभी तक बात आगे नहीं बढ़ी है. We are aware that there are several legislations, including the Railways Act, including Motor Vehicle Act, including the Insurance Act, including the state municipal laws, and so many legislations are there. ऐसे कई सारे कानून हैं जिनके बारे में हम बहुत बड़ी लिस्ट भी बना सकते हैं कि जिसके बारे में आज भी हम कह सकते हैं कि लेप्रेसी क्योर्ड पर्सन लोगों के लिए ये कई सारे कानून आज परेशानी खड़ी करते हैं. There is a stigma, and those all our friends, brothers and sisters who are leprosy cured, they are not brought in the mainstream. ये जो मुख्य प्रवाह, ये जो मेन धारा चल रही है पूरे भारत की, इसमें उनको नहीं लाया गया है. इसकी वजह से सवाल पैदा होता है कि इनके बारे में क्या कर सकते हैं. और कानून ऐसा कहता है कि कई सारे नए अधिकार 2016 के कानून की वजह से मिल चुके हैं जिसके बारे में अभी तक किसी ने सोचा नहीं. I feel this is that area which is required to be explored in the near future. That particular area is correlation of the right of this leprosy cured person vis-a-vis Constitution and the new enactment, namely the Rights of Persons with Disability Act. It is possible that based on the different rights which are flowing from UNCRPD और उसके साथ में ये जो 2016 का जो कानून बनाया गया है, इससे जो कानून में जो अधिकार मिलते हैं उन सबको इंप्लीमेंट करने के लिए अभी नया प्रावधान करना, नया याचिका दायर करना ये जरूरी है. And therefore the suggestion is this, as a student of law, that let us make a separate conscious attempt to enforce several rights which are there from the new act. And now there is a time to mention about these certain new acts which have been introduced under the RPWD Act. We are aware that कानून में राज्य घटना कहती है इक्वालिटी का कानून है, उसमें अनुच्छेद है 14, 15, 16 एफर्मेटिव एक्शन के बारे में है. ये होने के बावजूद जो दिव्यांग भाई और बहन है इनके लिए there is a separate provision under section 3 of that act. That act contemplates that there is a equality as well as a non-discrimination. Equality और non-discrimination का प्रावधान होने के बावजूद you will find that several our leprosy cured persons are not brought in the mainstream, and there is continuation of inequality as well as continuation of this discrimination. इसके बारे में छोटे छोटे इश्यूज लेकर अगले समय में न्यायालय के पास जाना पड़ेगा. Another provision is section 4, which is about the women and children. They are separate special category and a special provision is made with reference to them. But right or wrong, it is also not implemented. So therefore we can try to correlate Juvenile Justice Act. जो भी हमारे कानून के जो भी विद्यार्थी है वो ध्यान में रहा तो उनके आ सकता है. जुवेनाइल जस्टिस केयर एंड प्रोटेक्शन आ गया, कई सारे बदलाव आ गए. There are so many amendments which have been made. The new enactment came, but from the leprosy cured angle, even today there is no particular provision. The provision is about the segregation, provision is about the prevention, provision is about the prohibition, but the fact remains that those children and those ladies who are the leprosy cured persons, about them there is no specific provision in that enactment. Having said about this, let me take all of you to the most important section, that is section 5, which gives a community life to all persons with disability. And you will recollect, मैंने थोड़ी देर पहले जो कॉलोनीज बन चुकी है उसके बारे में मैंने रेफरेंस किया था, उसका रेफरेंस और आगे ले जा सकते हैं और उनको कह सकते हैं कि ये जो लेप्रेसी क्योर्ड हमारे जो भाई और बहन है इनके लिए आज भी कम्युनिटी लाइफ के बारे में कुछ भी प्रावधान नहीं है. Let us try to understand very practically that there are several schemes which have been introduced by the state governments as well as the central governments, but there is no specific provision with reference to leprosy cured disabled person. Apart from that, you will find that section 5 contemplates that the persons with disability shall have a right to live in the community. तो समाज में समाज के साथ रहना ये जो एक कानूनी अधिकार है, इसकी अमल करने के लिए, इसका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन के लिए क्या कर सकते हैं इसमें सोचे. It is possible that there may be housing schemes from the state and the central government. We will have to make an issue that there is no provision about LCDP. There may be a scheme for allotment of the land for the purpose of house. उसमें भी अलग सा प्रावधान LCDP के लिए हो सकता है. There may be separate schemes of financial assistance. जो अर्थ सहाय जो मिलता है उसकी अलग अलग योजनाएं बन सकती है, उसमें LCDP के लिए प्रावधान नहीं है. We can make a capital of that. There may be a altogether different angle which has been unexplored with reference to LCDP, जिसके बारे में हम बात कर सकते हैं. इसके साथ आता है सेक्शन 6 जो कहता है प्रोटेक्शन फ्रॉम क्रूएल्टी एंड इनह्यूमन ट्रीटमेंट. इसके बारे में ज्यादा डिटेल बहस करने की जरूरत नहीं है. आगे चलते हैं. सेक्शन 7 कहता है protection from abuse, violence and exploitation. Those who are interested, they may note down. These are the provisions which are already there. But the question is, there is no effective implementation of that. क्यों? क्योंकि nobody thought about this. Nobody tried to implement this. Or therefore, the simple appeal to all my young friends who are representing in different NGO as well as the leprologists and the Karyakarta of Saksham, that let us try to make a history. और जो इतिहास बनाने वाले लोग हैं वो कई सारे अलग अलग नए नए सवाल, नए नए पहलू कोर्ट के सामने आते हैं, लेके आते हैं और फिर हिस्ट्री बनना चालू होता है. एक इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्शन बताता हूं. फिलहाल तो डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट एक्ट नाम का जो कानून है, वी आर अवेयर अबाउट दैट. And for last around 18 or 19 months, we have been hearing this Disaster Management Act every now and then. Section 8 of the Rights of Persons with Disability Act that contemplate there will be a separate right of safety and the protection which is assured. There are two important provisions. अभी आज के अगर समय में देखेंगे तो कई सारे हमारे दिव्यांग भाई और बहनों को आज भी जो वैक्सीनेशन है वो नहीं मिल रहा है। उसके वजह से कई कई जगह पर माननीय सर्वोच्च न्यायालय के सामने तथा उच्च न्यायालय के सामने अनेक कई सारी अन्य जनहित याचिकाएं दायर हो चुकी है। There are several such attempts which are being made. But with reference to leprosy cured person, whether anybody has made any specific attempt, the answer will be no. Is there any special drive initiated by any of the state government for vaccination of the inmates of those colonies? You will find no. Now, this is that area which is required to be explored on priority basis. Don't you think that all our brothers and sisters who are leprosy cured are also having a right to get vaccinated? Don't you think that they are having a right to get a safety and protection during this disaster period? और ये अगर बात सही है तो झट से कागज पेन उठाइए, अपना एप्लीकेशन तैयार कीजिए, make that application to the state disaster management authority, compel them to initiate some process, some special drive, more particularly for LCDP. Now, throughout the India, different high courts and even the Honorable Supreme Court is dealing with the vaccination at a doorstep. Because there may be senior citizens, there may be disabled persons who are unable to come to the vaccination centers. But now the drive is likely to be initiated in near future. So therefore, appeal is, please make a representation on this. Apart from that, Section 8 contemplates that there is one more different angle. Post-disaster, the action plan which is required to be initiated by the State Disaster Management Authority or even the National Disaster Management Authority should consider and take into consideration the problems and the necessities of the persons with disability. तो बहुत सी सिंपल सी बात है, अपने अपने जिला स्थान पर जो काम करने वाले हमारे कार्यकर्ता है या लेप्रोलॉजिस्ट है या एनजीओ के प्रतिनिधि है, अपने अपने जो भी डिस्ट्रिक्ट के जो डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट अथॉरिटी जो है वो थे माननीय जिलाधिकारी, उनके सामने आप जाकर एक मीटिंग लगवाइए, मीटिंग लगवाने का आह्वान कीजिए और आपको पता चलेगा उसके बेसिस पर कई सारे दिव्यांग भाइयों और बहनों के लिए आप कुछ अच्छा काम कर पाओगे. For all those young friends who are on that side, there can be a special drive at a district level, which is with reference to the vaccination as well as the post-disaster steps which are to be taken for leprosy cured persons. Having said about this, let me take all of you to Section 9 of the RPWD Act 2016, जो कहता है होम एंड फैमिली का एक अधिकार है. अभी कई सारे हमारे लेप्रोसी क्योर्ड पर्सन्स भाई बहन है जिनकी शादी आज तो दिखाई नहीं देती, उसके चांसेस तो बहुत कम है. There are no chances that in near future they may get married because the mindset of the society is such that the mindset is completely against the leprosy cured. We are aware that though in the world around 58% patients are found in India, despite that the mindset has not yet changed. Though we are aware that it's a disease and it is curable, though we are aware that there is a separate treatment which has been introduced all throughout the world, despite that Indian mindset has not changed. I know changing of an Indian mindset will take substantial long time. The process of removing the legal discrimination has started. It will also take substantial time. Are we going to wait till that change of the mindset by adopting different methods to change the mindset? हमें पता है कि जो सामाजिक जो मन है, ये सामाजिक मन बदलने का प्रयास कई सारे व्यक्ति, कई सारे संगठनाएं कर रही है, जो सालों से नहीं बरसों से, कई सारे डेकेड से चल रहा है। ये होने के बावजूद हमें पता है कि ये आहिस्ता आहिस्ता प्रोग्रेस हो रहा है। Despite that, if we take assistance of the legal framework, then we can accelerate the process of changing the mindset of the society. कानून की सहायता लेकर अगर हम साथ चलेंगे तो शायद ये माइंडसेट जल्दी बदल पाएंगे। तो फैमिली का जो अधिकार है उसके बारे में भी, या घर का जो अधिकार है उसके बारे में भी हम प्रयास कर सकते हैं। You will be surprised. There is a reproductive right which is also given. With reference to that reproductive right of a leprosy cured person, nobody has applied mind. इसके बारे में कुछ हम कर सकते हैं। Accessibility in the voting station, जिसके बारे में आज भी दिक्कत है, और अगले 2 साल में पूरे भारत की अगर हम बात करेंगे तो कई सारे राज्य हैं जहां पर इलेक्शंस है, तो इसके वजह से यहां इस फील्ड में आप काम कर सकते हैं। एक्सेस टू द जस्टिस ये कानून में प्रावधान है, जिसके बारे में आज भी हम कुछ कर सकते हैं। कई सारे हमारे लेप्रोसी क्योर्ड भाई और बहनें जिनके जो लैंड राइट्स है उसके बारे में आज भी लड़ाई चालू है। एजुकेशन में आज भी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है, जिसके बारे में कुछ एक्सपेरिमेंट्स करने पड़ सकते हैं। एम्प्लॉयमेंट के बारे में या रिजर्वेशन इन द एम्प्लॉयमेंट के बारे में सेक्शन 34(1)(c) contemplates that leprosy cured are covered along with other categories and there is a 1% reservation. चलिए अपने अपने प्रांतों में, अपने अपने एरिया में आरटीआई की अर्जी लगवा लेते हैं, माहिती अधिकार, और जिसमें आप मांग लीजिए इंफॉर्मेशन कि आपने राज्य में कितने लेप्रोसी क्योर्ड पर्सन लोगों को एम्प्लॉयमेंट मिल चुका है। यू विल कम टू नो नॉट अ सिंगल। आई रिपीट, किसी को भी नहीं मिला, ये आपको वो बताएंगे और फिर पता चलेगा इसमें भी कुछ करने के लिए स्कोप है। The provision says that among that 1% leprosy cured are covered, but most of the persons who have been appointed are not leprosy cured, but they are locomotor disability person. आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ द पोस्ट के बारे में भी अगर बात करें तो जब तक आइडेंटिफिकेशन नहीं होता तब तक एम्प्लॉयमेंट नहीं मिल सकता। तो इसके बारे में भी, आइडेंटिफिकेशन के बारे में भी आपको पुश करने की जरूरत है। इंश्योरेंस स्कीम्स के बारे में भी आप कुछ कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि हमें पता है कि एक डिस्क्रिमिनेशन अबाउट लेप्रोसी क्योर्ड पर्संस के बारे में भी है। कुछ हम रिप्रेजेंटेशन कर सकते हैं, आईआरडीओ को भी कर सकते हैं, शायद चाहे तो जनहित याचिका भी दायर कर सकते हैं। स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटीज, अभी पैरा ओलंपिक की बात चली है, जिसमें कई सारे हमारे दिव्यांग भाई बहनों ने हमारा मस्तक और भी अच्छा ऊपर किया है। सीधा छोड़ के हम बात कर सकते हैं, सीधा तान के बात कर सकते हैं कि हमारे जो पर्सन्स विद डिसेबिलिटी है जिन्होंने आज बहुत अच्छा काम किया है। मगर लेप्रोसी क्योर्ड भाई और बहनों के लिए अलग से स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटी करने की जरूरत आपको नहीं लगती? The time has come to start some different activities for sport activities with reference to the leprosy cured persons. These are the certain things which came in my mind and I thought I should present in front of you. I know there is no limit for creative thinking. I as a student of law, मैंने कुछ सवाल आपके सामने पैदा किए हैं जिसके जवाब हम सब मिलकर ढूंढेंगे। I started by saying that I'm a student of law, and now let me wind up by saying that around 45 or 50 minutes which was given to me is not sufficient. But I hope and trust कि आपके साथ चर्चा करते वक्त, अपने कई सारे भाई और बहनों के साथ चर्चा करते वक्त, इस कानून का इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करते वक्त जो इस 50 मिनट में हमने जो डिस्कशन किया है ये आपको याद रहेगा। Therefore, I made an appeal that please use your pen and pencil on a paper so that you can take down notes. मुझे पता है, and I am sure that in the near future you are going to implement these different ideas by using different permutation combination in your respective field of law or field where you are working for this leprosy cured person. ये सारे भाई और बहन है कि जिनके बारे में आज भी संघर्ष चालू है और इनको हमें न्याय मिलाकर देना है. And the introductory speech from a senior scientist from the King Hospital, he made a correct reference that there is a assurance about the economic, social and political justice. ये तो मैंने सिर्फ लीगल जस्टिस के बारे में बात की है, इकोनॉमिकल जस्टिस के बारे में या साथ में सोशल जस्टिस के बारे में आज भी बात करना बाकी है. So therefore I know this is a fourth session of awareness and knowledge. I am sure this is not a complete, but I'll be happy to be a catalyst. Catalyst का मतलब होता है उत्प्रेरक, जो आपके विचारों को प्रेरित करता है. सो मुझे लगता है कि ये जो भी सेशन है इसमें आपके साथ जो भी मैं शेयर कर सका वो बिल्कुल थोड़ा सा ही होगा, मगर ये आपके विचारों को एक दिशा दे सकता है. Having said about this, it's a time to conclude because it's a wonderful session to meet all of you, and I'm sure that whatever I have shared with you will be helpful to you in the near future. Having said about this, now it's a time to say I'm really thankful to all my young friends who are on that side and the organizers who made this wonderful occasion, and the most important, our brother Mr. Siva, who met me last Saturday, Sunday. We had a wonderful time. We had a good discussion about this legal topic, and based on which he immediately invited me. He made a wonderful follow-up, and based on this, he made a wonderful session also. Let us meet again, और अगले समय फिजिकल भी मिलेंगे. तब तक के लिए सुरक्षित रहिए. Stay home, stay safe, and let us fight for LCDP. Thank you very much.